Hello friends, welcome to our channel Key of Education Zone. Today we will try to learn another topic related to e-commerce. But before starting, I want to tell you, don't forget to like and share this video along with your friends. Let's start today's topic, that is enterprise resource planning. Now, what's this enterprise resource planning? Enterprise resource planning means enterprise means any organization purposes of business. Resource means it's all the thing. Maybe that's goodwill, it's raw material, it's products, it's experts, it's employees, it's go downs, everything. Now, this resources, how to utilize that planning is known as enterprise resource planning. Here you can see the definition. Enterprise resource planning is a business management software usually should to integrated application that company can cause collect, store, manage, interpret data from many business activities including product planning, cost, manufacturing, service delay, marketing and sales. So you can able to get that all the resources will be utilized for better utilization. We will make a software and that will be our enterprise resource planning. Now one thing you can able to get that our enterprise resource planning, whenever you are trying to prepare any software that must integrate your all enterprise details along with the manufacturing and servicing detail, marketing and sales details, and obviously it will consider the whole thing and it will utilize that. Now whenever it will utilize the whole resources, that you have to know what is the whole resource. The enterprise provides the integrated view of core processes including the real-time processes using the common databases, and also take the financial thing and every other thing of management system they will consider, and they will try to improve the productivity of the enterprise. That will be the main motto for any type of ERP. Now you can ask that what's the ERP, why should we learn it? Suppose any company, anything is there. Now obviously you will ask the betterment. Whenever you will think about the betterment, that the question will come, what we have, we can able to utilize it more or we need more. So there, if you have everything, then if you can utilize it, then you can achieve the more and more productivity, then only the terms ERP will come. Actually, the ERP provides I've already told you, the integrated view of core business processes, often real-time, common databases, and the database management system. The ERP actually track the business resources, maybe the raw material, maybe the cash, maybe capital, everything, and what we have that utilize better. If we have to utilize, then what the plan we need, that all plan will be covered by the ERP. Now in case of the enterprise resource planning, you have to remember our topic is e-commerce. That means whatever we have to consider, it will be our software based. Now any type of software based, the multi-billion-dollar industry or any other components, they will support variety business functions. The IT investments have become largest category of capital expenditure, and other past utilization, that all will be stored in ERP resources database. That means what was our previous work and how the goodwill will come and what way we are going to utilize it, this all will be stored. That means all the detail of our resources will be stored, and by using that resources detail we can, that means the software can able to get what way they can utilize the resources. Suppose I am taking one example. Suppose a raw material company, not a raw material company, I am taking the example of any iron manufacturing company. Now their resources will be their enterprise employees, experts, product, raw material, the godown, etc. Now if I am taking another example of any educational institute. Now this educational institute's resources means obviously at first their students. If their students scored better, then the educational institute can do the better business. Next, their teaching staff, the location of this institution, the infrastructure of this institution, etc., etc. Now at first when they try to utilize that, at first they should have the knowledge that what category students they have, how that they can improve their result, that if you have better teacher, then how to utilize their expertization for your students' career, that will be these all, that means all the detail will be in the software's database, then only they can able to manage. See here from the screen the selected area. The enterprise system software is a multi-billion-dollar industry that produced components and that support a variety of business function. IT invest have become the largest category capital. You can able to get, if a software can plan better, then obviously you will try to purchase that one. And if you try to purchase that, then the IT category will become more and more flourish. That is the thing. Now, ERP system is considered the vital organizational tool because it integrates everything and it gives the instruction to every experts, every employees, every resources. So, the main major brain of that organization become the ERP. That is the thing. Now, ERP system run on a variety of computer hardware and network configuration, typically using a database as an information repository. That means what? What's that? That means our ERP system run over variety computer hardware. Obviously, whenever you are preparing any software, suppose you are preparing any software, ERP software. Now it will be, you can able to solve for a particular organization and that will be enough for you. You will not produce that like. You will produce that what little bit modification you can make, but it will be make the business to other organizations or other enterprises also. That means it will cover variety of computer hardwares. That means everywhere, every environment, it can be accustomed. So the ERP system must be like that. So until right now you can able to get that our ERP software means what? What's the purpose, main purpose of ERP software? and what will be the actual utilization, or what the actual way to make an ERP software. That much I think right now clear to you. One thing I have to tell you, that I am telling you the lecture to make you understand the proper thing. If you have any doubt or any confusion, then don't hesitate to communicate. Give the command. That way we can able to make it more and more easier to make you understand. Our main motto of this channel is to make your study easier. So what do you need? What do you expect? Please share that. That means gives us more and more command. So till now I think you can able to get what is ERP. That means enterprise resource planning. What are the resources and what way it will goes on. After this level it is over. Now next thing what we have to discuss, that is the functional area of ERP. Functional area means, by the name you can able to get, the ERP covers the functional areas where they can able to work, that we will discuss right now. So here functional area means, obviously any enterprise, any organization, when they are making their business, first question is coming, that is the financial accounting. Obviously without finance, without capital, without our monetary information, no ERP can able to stand. So financial accounting means, obviously if we are utilizing some ERP, that will increase our productivity. We already discussed that. Now if it is increase your productivity, that means you are gaining more profit. That area and how they are covered, that means that will consider all the fixed asset, your payable goods, everything. Now after that there comes is management accounting. Management accounting means the costing, cost management, the activity of costing, human resources, the training, the payroll, the benefits, the diversity management, retirement, everything. What we have to discuss here, suppose you have an educational institute. There are some trained teachers, some are little bit trained and some are not that level. So what way you can able to utilize your resources, what way you can able to train your teachers for better environment, what way your student will be more disciplined and more accustomed with their teachers teaching ability. These all you can able to manage, that you not, that means the software will be managed by this, that is the management accounting. Now after that the thing is coming, that is the manufacturing. Any company, they are manufacturing their products. Any engineering company, they are producing their engineering, bills of material, work order, scheduling, capacity, workflow management, quality control, manufacturing process, and manufacturing, that is some projects also. That is, suppose take one example, what we are going, any educational institute. There more and more good students who are placed properly, and within the semester or within the class period your total course is covered properly, the question answer will be discussed properly, and any other, if it is done, then that teacher's teaching level will be high. If you cannot able to produce the all notes and all details to your student, then you cannot also get that category. And those students who are not giving you the proper feedback, they are also not categorized in this way. These all, that all discussion will be discussed here. That means manufacturing, what you are manufacturing and how it will be increased, that all will be matter of consider of this ERP. Next, the order processing. In case of anything, suppose any company, somebody is giving you the order, obviously that order will make you the quality as well as the timing. If you are, somebody gives you the order and you, okay, we will do, and after a few months, after a few years, you are coming, we can able to produce it, nobody will purchase it, go. Then what do you have to do? At that moment when they give the time period, within the time period, or better to give before of this time, then they will consider. That is the order processing. You have to make your promise. You have to check. You are taking your order, but you have that capability to produce this within this time period or not. That availability, your inventory details or others, that also you have to discuss. If it is you have, then it is okay. If not, then also you have to consider that. Next one, the supply chain management. What is the supply chain management? Supply chain planning. The detail of supply chain management will be discussed in another lecture of this. We have that. We will do that very soon. You will get. Now, I am telling here how it will be utilized. In case of the supply chain, the planning, supply scheduling, product configuration, order to cash, purchasing, inventory, claim processing, warehousing, all detail. That means supply chain, whenever you are from the raw material to the delivery of finished good, this all will be a chaining process, and this will be considered as a supply chain management. At a time, and in few words we can able to say this. So it will be also managed by the ERP. Next, project management. Whenever you are taking any project, at first you have to plan that about that project. You have to plan how the resources will be utilized. Suppose any educational institute, they start a new course. Then at first you have to plan, if I open this new course, then this type of teachers and this type of students we need, this type of infrastructure we need. That means the planning. Then the resource planning also. After that, the cost estimation, and then you can hardware structure or you can do other things. And that was also considered by the ERP. Next one, customer relationship management. Obviously, what the good level of product, whatever. But when you are purchasing something, who are purchasing or where from you are purchase, if their behavior is so bad, suppose you are going to a shop, they are telling, hey, if you have to purchase, else go, get out. You will not purchase from there. That the relationship you have to maintain also. The ERP will consider that also. And another, data services. That means what they are, your customers or others, their feedback, you have to consider about that. If the employees' grievance is there, then your organization will not stand. So you have to consider the whole thing, and that will be considered not you by this ERP, because ERP will be considered the brain of that organization, that the software will manage the whole enterprise. Now, nextly, we will try to discuss about what way the ERP manages the whole things. That means all the working area or the functional areas of ERP and how that will be utilized. See here, I am telling you, it is the first lecture of ERP. We will not consider the total all thing. We will give here some parts of the ERP. That means what is ERP, the functional areas of ERP, what way we can able to utilize the ERP. In ERP part 2, we will consider the rest part. So let's continue our discussion. Just at a time I told you, because just to make you assure that whole part will be covered, don't worry. Now the part what we want to consider, suppose we have a ERP software. So ERP software at first manage the finance. From this pictorial view you can able to see it, the finance obviously. Next one, human resource. If you are using any ERP and that ERP making you cost very higher and higher, you will not consider. Bye bye, isn't? So cost efficiency will be there. That means the finance part you have to consider at first. Next, the human resource. You have your employees, whatever the resource. So we take the example of our student education institute. Suppose we are giving some forces to the students and the teachers or non-teaching staffs from the management side. So obviously their mentality, they have to prepare that they can able to get. If they are not, then that force will come as a boomerang. So human resource you have to consider properly. See here in this pictorial view you can able to see this both are double arrowed. That means bidirectional. That means you have to consider the both side communication, and along with that the ERP able to stand. Next, that is our logistic management. What is this logistic management? Suppose you are preparing any biscuits and you are storing it in a godown where there are so many rats. So it will not. So where you are storing, that you have to keep your mind. In case of educational institute, all the notes or details, or suppose you have a computer lab, and in this computer lab you don't have any AC, you don't have anything. When it is just all the computer starts and it breaks everything, no, that will not possible. So the logistic management will be properly utilized. Next, that is our maintenance management. You prepare once, sell it. No thing of any maintenance. You will not do that. You have to consider that also. Next, the sales and distribution. Whatever the good product you have to maintain the sales and the distribution properly. If it is not marketing is there, proper marketing is not there, nobody can able to know. How can you sell? How can you distribute? So that will be a part. Next one, quality management. Obviously, the proper quality you have to maintain. If you are considering everything and you forget about your quality, then nothing will be there. Next one, material management. Obviously, this material you have to consider. These are the major thing. Now, obviously, whatever we learn, at first our mind it will becomes that whether it is beneficial or not, isn't? We are studying today. Why? Because our better career. That I think is there. The benefits of ERP also we have to study. So, what's the benefit? By the ERP we can what the benefit we can able to get, that will be discussed our next lecture. So until that,